Rabbi Yosef Chaim MImran, the author of The Ultimate Connection with God, the seven-step guide to Jewish spirituality. You should buy this book. So I see that a lot of people like this book because I'm on YouTube and there's a lot of people listen to it. I mean, for me, a lot of people. It's not hundreds and thousands, but it's more than it used to be. I met Rabbi MImran at the yeshiva, the Talmud University of Florida, because my chavrus at that time, who was part of the anhala of the yeshiva, knew Rabbi MImran from where I don't know, because the guy knows people. And Rabbi MImran came to talk to us because we have been learning the Uri, and it turns out that Rabbi MImran is a person who's very, very well versed in the Uri and much more. And he came in a private little room that we had at that time. He came and he spoke to us. He talked about a concept which you never heard before, which is called monkey talk. He called it monkey talk. And he said it has to do with the conversations going on in your brain. And now you can see how this is developed because, I was a guy, and this happened to me a few times in my life, where I've been around people at the very beginning of their careers in Torah. I was by Chaim Kramer at the beginning when he was just trying to get some money together to print books. I knew Rav Elazar Shlomo Schick. I knew the people from Shevat, the Bresla from Shevat. I've been a lot of different things until I came over here to Rabbi MImran. So Rabbi MImran is a hard-working man. He's still probably doing the same thing. What he's doing in Miami Beach at that time was trying to raise money. That's what he's always doing, because he has what to do. So now we're going to come over here and read this little piece. This is part 7. It's called Prophecy and Joy. Let's see what he has to say. This is from the Reishis Chachma. So he said, we have explained in this chapter the essence of the concept of love. Its essence is the tying together and oneness of the creations which each other through its inner soul. Now, let me read this again. He says its essence, that is what the essence of the concept of love, is the tying together and oneness of the creations with each other through its inner soul. Similarly, a man cannot truly love Hashem except through his soul. So I guess that up until this time, Rabbi MImran is telling us really about this watcher and so on and so forth that he's been saying, of how we learn to identify where our soul is. Here he talks about we're tying together and oneness of the creations with each other. Now he says the Torah specifically promises that all the blessings will be fulfilled through a service accompanied by joy. So we see in Rabbi Nachman the Breslov and many, many different places the power of simcha, which is joy. Why is that? Chazal also tell us that Ruach HaKodesh, the power of prophecy, would only reside on a prophet who is in a state of utter joy and happiness. We find the opposite with Yaakov Avinu, with Jacob our father, that his Ruach HaKodesh was taken away due to the extensive mourning for his son Joseph. Why should joy be so intrinsic to connecting to Hashem through prophetic powers? Now, the answer is that the doorway to accessing prophecy is the same as that of the spiritual realm, which is the same as accessing the powers of your own soul. The doorway is only visible when in the state of total stillness of mind, thereby allowing you to transcend the material to join the spiritual. So he's saying here that there is an interface between your mind and the spiritual world. Let's read it again. It's only when a state of total stillness of mind, therefore allowing you to transcend, that stillness is the interface. It allows you to transcend the material to join the spiritual. The purity of focus comes when one is at peace with himself. The state of joy is not only a way to access that stillness and peace of mind. But more importantly, it also intensifies it immensely, giving it power and energy. Now the question is, how do we get to this? And there are many, that is, this blankness of mind, which he has told us before, is by the ability of the watcher to be able to watch our lives, to watch ourselves, our physical bodies, and particularly to watch our thoughts, that our thoughts do not become us, because it isn't us. It's transitory. Now the question is how do you get to this joy? Well, there are many things to learn about this. We have commandments and so on and so forth, and this helps us to learn. So the blurb at the end says like this: the doorway to accessing prophecy is only visible when in a state of total stillness of mind, thereby allowing you to transcend the material to join the spiritual. So we seek that interface, the interface of stillness, what Rabbi MImran wants to teach. This is Baruch Fleischman. This is the Tikkun Elevator Kollel. Thank you for listening.